Bonjour, Yenani Yeten, j'espère que tu vas bien. Je sais que j'aurais vu certains entrevues. I know I will have seen some of you by the time that you guys watch this Loom in Year 10. Mais j'espère que j'ai pas vu, que tu vas bien, j'ai vu. But for those who haven't seen, I hope that you're all okay. Aujourd'hui, on va continuer de parler de ta région et de votre région. Today, we're going to carry on talking about my region because for year 9, this is the focus of your cycle, which obviously we're doing online rather than in class. And for year 10, this is really important when you're talking about your environment still, to be able to talk about the problems in your region. And I know that we looked at this in great detail last week, but I'm just trying to renforcer certains utiles de grammaire, etc. I'm just trying to reinforce some grammar tools that you can use. Aujourd'hui, donc le fait maintenant, il faut traduire ces phrases en anglais. So if you're doing now, faites pause, you're going to translate these into English. Alors faites pause maintenant parce que je vais vous donner les réponses. Alors les réponses, j'aime ma ville car c'est intéressant. I like my town because it's interesting. Numéro 2, je trouve que ma région est belle. I find my region beautiful. Or I think that my region is beautiful. Où est la gare, s'il vous plaît? That SVP just means s'il vous plaît. If it's STP, it's s'il te plaît. Where's the station, please? Il n'y a pas de patinoire à Torquay. There's no ice rink at Torquay. Okay, and then the harder ones are translating into French. I hate my town because it's boring. Je déteste ma ville parce que c'est ennuyeuse. Ennuyeuse spelled E-U-S-E at the end because ville is féminin. However, we don't have too many cars. Cependant, on est à moins, you can use as well. On n'a pas trop de voitures is one option. On, n'a pas trop de voitures. Trop being T-O-R-P. Or you can have il n'y a pas de, which is there isn't. Il n'y a pas, like this, il n'y a pas trop de voitures. And then that last one, what can you do? Qu'est-ce qu'on peut faire? Qu'est-ce qu'on peut faire? So very, very well done. Alors, l'objectif d'aujourd'hui, c'est d'écrire ta région en utilisant des adjectifs et en ajoutant des détails sur qu'est-ce qu'on peut faire dans la région. Et utiliser i pour décrire que je veux y aller. So to just use I to describe there. Or the idea of I can go there, which I will explain. Some of you will have seen in some of the activities previously, and it's really useful. You need to be able to recognize it definitely at foundation, at higher end of foundation and higher. I would prefer you to be able to use it as part of your grammar that you're showing off. D'accord. Il faut décrire. Où suis-je? Where am I? Il y a 9 phrases ici. So where am I according to each of these phrases? Par exemple, numéro 1, on peut y nager. So you need to translate it to English. On peut y nager is we can swim there. So what I just said about that I is there. So we can swim there. So where do we think that might be? Well, I mean, it could be the seaside, but it's most likely going to be a swimming pool, la piscine. Alors, faites pause et faites la même chose avec 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. Alors, faites pause maintenant. Ok, voici les réponses. On y va pour regarder un film. We go there to watch a film. C'est le cinéma. On y mange. Could be a variety of options here because as we eat there, but it's going to be some kind of restaurant. On y fait des courses. Faire des courses is do the shopping or do the groceries. So c'est le supermarché. If you put le marché, that's fine as well, but it's got to be grocery specific. On y joue au foot, donc c'est le stade. It's a stadium. You could have also had terrain de foot, a football ground, because we just play football there. On y achète des journaux. We buy newspapers there. So it's la librairie. Attention, la bibliothèque, c'est une library. bibliothèque. Librairie is a bookshop, and in France, the bookshops also sell newspapers. If you said supermarché as well for buying newspapers there, I'll accept that because it's something we can do in the UK. Numéro 7, on peut y acheter du pain ici. We can buy bread here. So obviously it's going to be la boulangerie, the bakery. On peut y acheter des bonbons ici. You can buy sweets there. C'est un magasin de bonbons. If you said supermarché or marché, that's also fine. On y va pour acheter une jupe ou une chemise. We go there to buy a skirt or a shirt. Bien sûr, c'est magasin de vêtements. Sorry, they should say vêtements down at the bottom is clothes store. Okay, so very, very well done. Alors, on va continuer. Il faut traduire ces textes en anglais. Can you translate these texts into English, please? I will put the full answer up. So faites pause maintenant, and then I will reveal les réponses. Ok, je vais pas révéler la réponse, d'accord. Ok, so je m'appelle Nathalie et je vais décrire ma région. My name is Natalie, and I'm gonna describe my region. I live in a small house en Bonmilieu. Bonmilieu, pardon, is on the outskirts. So, for example, you're not in the center of Torquay, you're kind of on the edge of it, maybe out towards the Willows. C'est une maison moderne, pas loin du centre de Toulouse. It's a modern house, not far from the center of Toulouse, dans le sud-ouest de la France, in the southwest of France. J'aime y habiter, car il y a beaucoup de choses à faire et le climat est beau. I like living there because there are a lot of things to do and the climate is nice. It's literally the climate's pretty, but you wouldn't say that in English, would you? You say the climate's nice. Le sud-ouest de la France est une région exceptionnelle sur le plan touristique, un climat superbe, des villages de caractère, des collines, des paysages et des plages qui ont fait sa réputation dans le monde entier. So it's starting to sound a bit like a travel magazine, but the southwest of France is an exceptional region. On a tourist front, le plan is literally like a map. If you use Google Translate in your answer for this, I am A, judging you, but B, it wouldn't have translated literally because plan is, like a map or a site. So the best way to translate it in English is on a tourism level, because it's talking about the idea of, in terms of tourism, it's exceptional, if that makes sense. Un climat superbe, des villages de caractère, so superb climate, characterful villages or villages full of character, hills, countryside and beaches that have made their reputation in the entire world or around the world. La région est connue pour ses paysages et ses vins. Il y a beaucoup de vignobles et le vin du sud-ouest est un des meilleurs du monde. The region is known for its countryside and its wines. There are a lot of vineyards and wine in the southwest. And the wine of the southwest, the wine from the southwest, either is fine, is one of the best in the world. Et toi, tu habites dans une maison ou un appartement? C'est où exactement? And you, do you live in a house or an apartment? Where is it exactly? So an example of them asking a question back to you, because Natalie was assuming as young as well, she's using to sort of indicate that she's addressing us informally. Alors, il faut répondre aux questions en français. Où habite Nathalie? Pourquoi aime-t-elle y habiter? Décrit 5 aspects du sud de la France. Et pour quel aspect de la région est-elle connue? Et que pense-t-elle du vin du sud-ouest? So now that we've gone through that translation, go through, translate these questions into English, and then respond in French. Faites pause maintenant. Et voici les réponses. Donc, faites pause si tu veux les voir. I know that bottom bit is covered. You will get a copy of this PowerPoint and you can go through the answers as well for that one. Ok, je suis conscient du temps. Il faut écrire. So, vous avez 2 minutes. You've got 2 minutes. You can time yourself on your phone or get mum, dad, whoever's at home to time you. You take 2 minutes just to write as many places in town that you can think of as possible. And then I will give you some suggestions after you've fed pause maintenant. Alors, des suggestions peut-être le parc, restaurant, cinéma, all of the places that we saw before in that activity about where am I. Ok, je suis consciente du temps. Alors, c'est une explication d'I ici. So, this is an explanation of E, the idea of there. Have a read through in your own time. And then have a go here. What we're doing is you're replacing the place that you go with E. Because when you're speaking, obviously you're going to be timed and you're going to be trying to think of ways that you can show off your grammar within the time that you have in the speaking exam. So rather than saying je vais en ville, aime aller en ville avec mes amis, etc., and repeating en ville 3 or 4 times, which adds a couple of seconds each time, once you've mentioned it one time, you can replace it with E. So you could say ce week-end, je vais aller en ville avec mes amis. This weekend I'm going to go to town with my friends. And then if you had to repeat and say je vais en ville, you've already said en ville in that first sentence, ce weekend je vais aller en ville avec mes amis. So you can replace it by saying j'y vais. So look back again. You take the en ville, get rid of it, and then you place the E in between the person, who's I in this case, and the verb vais. I'll do the same with number 2, and then I'll let you have a go at the others. So tu vas au cinéma. So you're going to the cinema. Your person is tu, is you. Your verb is va, is going. Or are going even, because you're using tu. So you are going to the cinema. We want to take the cinema, get rid of it, replace it with there. So instead of saying you are going to the cinema, it says you are going there. So you get rid of au cinéma, like you did with j'y vais, put the E in between the subject and the verb, so you and are going, and you'd say tu y vas. So faites pause and have a go with these other sentences, and I will put the answers up. J'y vais, tu y vas, il y est allé, nous y sommes allés, et ils y vont. Each time, even if it's in the past tense, it goes after the person. Okay, so he, we, they, the E goes directly after that. As long as you remember that, you will be able to use it. Okay, continuez. So, il y a des mots ici. You have some words down here. Just put them into the sentences to complete the sentence. And I will show you the answers. Ok, sinon. Alors, la maison se situe pas loin du centre-ville. Il y a 8 pièces. J'aime y, the Y, habiter parce que c'est confortable. It's comfortable. Je voudrais habiter au bord de la mer un jour, by the seaside one day. J'habite dans une maison. Dans une maison, you can have confortable again. In a comfortable house, you can have that again. Dans la cuisine, il y a un lave-vaisselle. Ma chambre, which is written down there, my bedroom, est plus petite que la chambre de ma sœur. Sur mon lit, il y a mon chien en peluche et mes nunors is like my teddy bears. Et ma petite lampe verte est sur ma table. Okay, and en fait, as well as confortable for maison, you can have depuis 5 ans. So I've lived in a house for 5 years. Okay. Et pour continuer, un petit test de vocabulaire, so complete the vocab test, and then the answers are on the next slide. Voici les réponses. You can pause in your own time to go through those. There is a worksheet to go with this video here. If you could click the link, follow this video. I'll send you the worksheet as well. Traduisez en anglais. There's some translation activities for you to do, which are explained and then translated for you. Have a go at that one. And then there is a listening comprehension activity. So read the leaflets here, first of all, and work out what you do know. I have listed some vocab here to help you. And then complete the listening activity. So you've just got to work out which one are they talking about each time. There are 6 people. Are they talking about A or B, or the adverbs for A and B? Okay, so the active listening is here. You can just press play on that on your own PowerPoint. And then finally, prepare a little presentation about your region. So, par exemple, je m'appelle Alexia, j'habite à Normandie. I live in Normandy. J'y vais chaque année. I go there every year. Et j'habite à la campagne. Et il y a des paysages, des fermes et des portes. And then take this information in English and just try and make it into a PowerPoint in French, as if you are Alexia talking about your region. Okay, that's the information. You just need to put it into French. Okay, so key vocab to take away from this lesson. Don't forget as well, you have got a This Is Languages to do. If you've not sent your speaking questions for This Is Language to me and Mr. Clark to read, please do that as soon as possible. J'espère que tu vas bien et bonne chance et je vous verrai très proche. À bientôt.